The kingfisher is a bird that seems to have stepped out of a fairy tale, with vibrant colors and fascinating behavior that captivates observers worldwide. If you think you know everything about birds, get ready, because this little marvel of nature has much more to reveal than just its stunning appearance. Let's dive, literally, into the world of the kingfisher, exploring curiosities, habits, and even some surprises you may have never imagined. Did you know there are more than 90 species of kingfishers scattered across the globe? Yes, these birds are found on every continent except Antarctica. Each species has its own unique traits, but all share an impressive talent for fishing. As their name suggests, they are masters of this craft. However, fishing is not just a matter of survival, it's a spectacle in itself. Picture this: the kingfisher, with its gleaming feathers, hovers in the air, focused on its target. Then, in a quick and precise motion, it plunges into the water and re-emerges with a fish in its beak. It's as if the bird were a true Olympic athlete of the waters. What makes this even more amazing is their accuracy. Studies show that kingfishers have highly developed vision, capable of calculating the refraction of light in the water. This means that even with the apparent shift in the fish's position due to the water, they rarely miss their target. This skill is the result of thousands of years of evolution, perfectly adapting to their aquatic environment. But kingfishers don't live on fish alone. Depending on the species and habitat, their diet may include small crustaceans, insects, and even amphibians. This dietary diversity ensures their survival in different environments, whether tranquil rivers, mangroves, or even dense tropical forests. Speaking of habitat, did you know that some kingfishers prefer arid regions? That's right, they are not restricted to just bodies of water. Another fascinating aspect is the kingfisher's nest. Unlike many birds that build nests in trees, kingfishers dig tunnels along the banks of rivers or lakes. These tunnels can reach an impressive length of up to 2 meters. At the end of the tunnel, the female lays her eggs, protecting them from predators and the elements. This strategy, though effective, requires a great deal of effort and time, making the breeding season a challenging phase for the bird. And what about the kingfisher's call? It may not be as melodious as that of other birds, but it serves important purposes, such as marking territory and attracting mates. Each species has a unique call, ranging from a short trill to a more complex sequence of sounds. These vocalizations are yet another example of how nature equips each creature with specific tools for survival. Now let's talk about colors. Anyone who has seen a kingfisher up close knows it resembles a living jewel. Metallic shades of blue, green, and orange adorn its feathers, creating a mesmerizing contrast. But did you know these colors are not actually pigments? That's right. The kingfisher's colors are the result of a phenomenon called iridescence. The microscopic structure of the feathers reflects light in a specific way, creating this explosion of colors. It's science working in harmony with nature's artistry. But not everything is rosy in the life of a kingfisher. Like many species, it faces threats due to human activity. Habitat destruction, river pollution, and even overfishing directly impact the survival of these birds. That's why conservation initiatives are essential to ensure that future generations can admire these incredible birds. In some places, like nature reserves, efforts are being made to protect kingfishers and the ecosystems they inhabit. And here's a curiosity you might not know. Some cultures consider the kingfisher a symbol of good luck and prosperity. In Greek mythology, for example, there's a legend about Alcyone, a woman transformed into a kingfisher by the gods. This legend gave rise to the expression, halcyon days, referring to a period of calm at sea. It's incredible how this bird has captured not only fish, but also human imagination over the centuries. Finally, I want you to imagine standing by a peaceful river. The sun is shining, and the sound of flowing water is interrupted by a flash of blue and orange. It's the kingfisher, in action, reminding us of how nature can be both delicate and powerful. These birds teach us about precision, resilience, and, above all, the beauty of life in all its forms. Have you ever wondered how the kingfisher manages to be so efficient at fishing? Its skill isn't just a matter of instinct. There's a lot of science behind every dive. This bird is equipped with unique adaptations that make it an expert at capturing aquatic prey. One of these adaptations is the shape of its beak. It's long, tapered, and incredibly aerodynamic, reducing the impact as it enters the water. It's as if the kingfisher has a tool specially designed by nature for its primary activity. Another fascinating point is its flight. The kingfisher is a master of hovering, a technique known as stationary flight. It uses its fast and powerful wings to stay in place, allowing it to carefully observe the water below before diving. This movement requires impeccable coordination between its vision and wing muscles. Few birds achieve this feat with such precision. Additionally, the kingfisher possesses highly specialized eyes. These eyes are adapted to see both in bright light and underwater. Unlike humans, who need to adjust focus manually, the kingfisher does this instantly. It also has a nictitating membrane, a sort of natural, diving goggles, that protects its eyes during a dive. With this combination of sharp vision and protection, it has virtually no rivals in its craft. The diversity of kingfisher species is also fascinating. While some live in lush tropical areas, others inhabit temperate climates or even semi-arid regions. This broad geographic distribution highlights just how adaptable this bird is. Each species has developed specific strategies to thrive in its environment. For instance, some prefer slow-moving rivers, while others thrive in rocky coastlines or mangroves. We can't overlook the ecological impact of these birds. The kingfisher plays a crucial role as an indicator of the health of aquatic ecosystems. Its presence signifies clean water and an abundance of prey. When kingfishers start to disappear from a region, it's a warning sign that something is wrong with the environment. This makes them true sentinels of nature. If you're wondering how to spot a kingfisher in the wild, here's a tip. Choose a quiet spot near bodies of water. Be patient and watch for quick movements and flashes of bright colors. Often, they're easier to hear than to see, so listen for their distinctive calls. With luck, you'll witness the incredible spectacle of a kingfisher in action. It's an experience that will surely stay etched in your memory. Now that you know more about the kingfisher, I hope you're as captivated as I am by this unique bird. And remember, every time we take care of nature, we're ensuring that scenes like these continue to be part of our world. If you've had the chance to see a kingfisher in action, share your experience in the comments. And of course, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you won't miss more fascinating stories from the animal kingdom. See you next time. Cats, the mysterious and enchanting companions of humanity, have a fascinating history and a prominent presence in our lives. Despite their small size, these felines are giants in charisma and complexity. Did you know that domesticated cats have existed for thousands of years? They were revered in ancient Egypt as symbols of protection and fertility. But beyond this glorious past, there are many curiosities that make cats even more intriguing. First, let's talk about the unique behavior of cats. They have habits that might seem strange at first glance, but each one has an evolutionary purpose. For example, the famous habit of rubbing against our legs is not just a gesture of affection, but also a way to mark territory. By rubbing their face on you, the cat is spreading pheromones that say, "You are mine." Fascinating, right? Another curious aspect is purring. The soft, continuous sound that cats make is not just a sign of happiness. Studies show that cats also purr when they are anxious or even in pain. This is because purring has a calming effect, both for them and for those nearby. Incredibly, the frequency of purring may even help in the healing of bones and tissues. Just imagine a healing power embedded in a simple feline. And what about a cat's eyes? They are true masterpieces of nature. Have you noticed how their pupils contract vertically? This doesn't happen by chance. This adaptation allows cats to adjust their vision quickly in different lighting conditions, making them exceptional hunters both day and night. Furthermore, The ability to see in low-light environments is a skill inherited from their wild ancestors, who needed to hunt at dusk. Speaking of hunting, even domestic cats maintain a strong predatory instinct. That's why they love playing with toys that mimic prey, such as plush mice or feathers. In fact, every jump and strategic move during these play sessions is a reflection of hunting tactics. It's interesting to note that, even when well-fed, cats continue hunting small insects or other animals. This happens because hunting is more about instinct and fun than hunger. Now, have you ever wondered why cats love boxes so much? This behavior is one of the most discussed among cat lovers. The explanation lies in their need for security. Boxes provide an enclosed space where they feel protected and can observe the environment without being noticed. This behavior dates back to times when they needed to hide from predators in the wild. Another curious detail is a cat's tongue. It is covered with hook-shaped papillae that help with grooming and feeding. These structures make a cat's tongue rough to the touch, almost like sandpaper. This is essential for their impeccable hygiene, since they spend about 30% of their awake time licking themselves. This habit is not only for staying clean, but also for regulating body temperature. Moreover, cats have an extremely rich communication system. While meowing is the most known sound, it is almost exclusively used to communicate with humans. Among themselves, cats prefer to use body language, such as tail movements and facial expressions. Interesting, isn't it? It's almost as if they have developed a special way of talking to us over the centuries. And how about their paws? The fluffy pads on a cat's paws are not only adorable. They serve important functions, such as absorbing impact when jumping and helping identify textures. Additionally, the paws also have glands that release scents, allowing them to leave invisible marks while they walk. This is yet another example of how cats have a sophisticated system to interact with the world around them. Another interesting curiosity is how cats have adapted to urban life. Even when living in apartments or houses without outdoor access, they find creative ways to exercise and have fun. Toys, scratching posts, and even watching the world through a window are enough to stimulate the minds of these little explorers. That's why providing an enriching environment is essential for the well-being of a domestic cat. Now, let's explore a lesser-known trait: cats' incredible navigation skills. Did you know that many cats can find their way back home even from miles away? While the exact mechanism isn't fully understood, it's believed that they use a combination of visual, olfactory, and even magnetic cues to orient themselves. This explains why stories of cats returning to their owners after years are so common. Cats also play a significant role in our mental health. Studies show that petting a cat can reduce stress and anxiety levels. The simple act of watching a cat sleep or play is relaxing and brings a sense of comfort. It's no wonder so many people consider cats as family members. Finally, we can't overlook the unique personality of each cat. While some are more independent and reserved, others are extremely sociable and affectionate. This diversity in temperaments makes every cat special in its own way. And that's what makes living with them so enriching. You never know what to expect, but you're always surprised by moments of affection or funny antics. Another fascinating point about cats is their ability to recognize voices and associate them with faces. Despite often appearing indifferent, studies have proven that cats can distinguish their owners' voices from others. This ability strengthens the bond they develop with humans while maintaining their characteristic independence. Moreover, cats are masters of energy conservation. They sleep about 12 to 16 hours a day, a habit that dates back to when they needed to conserve energy for hunting. However, even while resting, cats are always alert to their surroundings. A slight noise or suspicious movement is enough to wake them instantly, ready to act. Another curiosity involves their whiskers, or vibrissae, which are much more than just an aesthetic detail. These highly sensitive hairs help cats measure spaces, detect changes in air pressure, and even sense nearby vibrations. That's why you should never cut a cat's whiskers, as doing so can disorient them and cause significant discomfort. Finally, let's talk about how cats have influenced culture throughout the centuries. They have inspired artists, writers, and filmmakers, becoming the stars of iconic works. From the mystical cats of Egypt to the popular cat memes of the internet, these felines have secured a unique place in our hearts and history. These aspects highlight how extraordinary cats are, combining mystery, intelligence, and charm in an irresistible package. They continue to surprise us, proving that when it comes to cats, there's always something new to discover. So, the next time you watch your cat, remember that they carry with them thousands of years of history and incredible adaptations. These small felines are much more than just pets. They are true companions, full of mysteries and charms that never fail to amaze us.